Is that crazy? They got a parasocial call out bit in Twitch now. Wild. Yeah, watch streak. You've been watching. Deploy the cruise missile. Yeah, sorry, gonna have to deploy. I'm deploying the cruise missile. They're coming for you. I am American. We do love bombing people. Other streams I watch have had that for a long while. I didn't turn anything on. I didn't fuck with anything today. I've been kind of in the pit today. To be fair, I think I threw up my back, but that's just being old. I've been in the pit a bit today. That's just the will of the worm, bud. That's just how it be. They're tracking Brendaniel viewers. If the streak gets too high, we deploy the paddy wagon. Yeah, sorry, you're getting obliterated. It's on account of the streaks. I heard if you don't redeem these, you're not considered a viewer for the view count. Oh, fuck does that mean? Did you know that every year after 30, you lose 0.001% of your bone mass? Not me, I'm gaining more bones, actually. All my bones are sealing together into one big bone. It's called the giant bone conundrum. Maybe you've heard of it? Happening directly to me. Yeah, I kind of got a giant bone conundrum where I'm going to end up in my, if I reach 50, I'm going to turn into one big bone. Twitch out here finding ways, new and innovative ways to make their service worse somehow. Who the fuck wants to contest a watch streak? Who the fuck wants to do that? For any streamer. That's like not for just me, mind you. But I think for literally any streamer, who the fuck wants to do that? Apparently it boosts Twitch's viewership. That's not. It took 10 minutes, but it registered. Feels kind of dirty getting free highlights. I don't know what the watch streak is. I have no fucking idea what that gets me or what that gets you. You're gonna get like a little badge that says you're the Brendan Buster? Like, you already get that from a sub. So like, what's the... Well, I don't have notifications on for my fucking stream. You're not gonna see that outside of chat. It's another thing to make you feel special. Gets us channel points. And it does nothing. You get free funny juice, so you get nothing. You're getting nothing. You're accruing nothing. You get nothing. It's nothing. More funny juice to highlight my shit. Joke's on you, Buster. I don't pay attention to those anyway.
It had me.
Joke's on you, buddy. I don't pay attention just because you highlighted the message anyway. I read all the messages, and I ignore the ones that are stupid. We don't even have anything to spend the channel points on. What do you fucking want? Like, I don't want anything to spend the channel points on. I don't like them as a concept. You just accrue the points. Accrue your points. Look at your top score. I thought if we got a million funny juice, we get a Brendaniel candy bar. No, I get nothing out of funny juice. You get nothing out of funny juice. We are both accruing nothing together. Listen, like, I had redeems on for a little while, and then I realized how much I fucking hate having to stop whatever the fuck I'm doing just to do one redeeming bit. I'm like, I'm fucking sorry. Yeah, there are streamers who you can be way more parasocial with. Buddy, I don't give a shit about the psychology of the me and you. I'm here to wax poetically, wax philosophically, chill a little bit, eat hot chip, and then chat for a while. This feature sucks and it's just another weird parasocial faucet. Welcome to my fucking world, buddy. Nothing. I was thinking streamers should be able to opt out of them if the streamer doesn't want them. It's literally just funny juice has always been and will always be. It's piss. You're accruing piss. Why do you think it's appy juice? Why do you think it's funny juice? Because once again, you're just accruing piss. I've never even seen a single streamer engage with the watch streak thing. Well, yeah, because it's not for... It's like I feel like it's a psychological front to, like, get somebody who is, like, the people who are a special kind of mentally ill to feel special. For, like, the streamers... not for, like, me, of course, and the streamers who are not a fountain of parasocial piss. But more so for, like, the streamers who are like, oh my god, thank you. You're my best friend. Oh my god, thank you. We don't play that shit here. We are a confrontational kind of chat and streamer bit. You fight me, I fight you. This is the fucking pit, babe. You fight me, I fight you, and then I fucking bump you up, dude. I'm like that guy at the bar who's fucking, like, hyping you up and then tearing you down and then hyping you up. This is about entering a hype cycle between you and I. The viewer and the guy-y who make the viewy thing. Spin kicking my way through the Brendaniels to Brendaniel himself. Yeah, enjoy the boss fight, buddy. Enjoy my 5-stage boss fight. Hope you can fucking handle it. Hope you can handle my beam attack, bud. Get ready for it, bud. The beam attack's coming your way. Fucking no stamina. No white bar. No nothing. I can handle the beam attack? Yeah, nice try, buddy. You invested in reflection, I see. I'm looking at your character sheet right now. You invested in reflection technology in the roguelike run, but you're a fucking idiot. It doesn't do... It's not like a beam you can reflect. It's not photons. It's not light waves. It's heat. So, fucked up on that one, didn't you? Didn't take the fire crystal on stage 3 thinking that you didn't need it for me. No, I invested in dodges. You're a fool. You know I have grabs, right? Undodgeable grabs, buddy. You should have invested in health and HP regen. You fucked up. I would have invested in HP regen, so... The build's broken. Watch streaks are nothing, just more slime for gaslighting the viewer into thinking they're part of their favorite streamer's life. I mean, you are part of my life. Like, unironically. You do make my life. But, like, I'm still going to be confrontational about it. I couldn't do this without chat. And there's a level of respect I have for you, wanting to be here. I appreciate it. But, you know, what's a watch streak gonna do? That's just fake. I'll tell you I respect you being here, but, like, what's a watch streak gonna fucking do? What does that do? What does that do? What does that do for me? What does that do for you? All that does is remind you of the second monitor content you've watched. Imagine watching a streamer and then you see 30-day watch streak pop up. And you're like, oh, fuck. Do you really want to be reminded of, like, your leisure time? I don't think... If I watch streamers more regularly, I wouldn't want to be fucking reminded, even if I love the guy I was watching. I don't want to fucking know. What the fuck do you think people would want to know how much they're fucking watching? No matter what you do, if there's some kind of watch streak, it's going to make you feel like a... Oh, man. I don't know. Is this really what I want to be doing right now? FOMO Twitch? It's not FOMO. I feel like it's the opposite of FOMO. I feel like if you're, you know, a rational human being, you're going to fucking fight against it. And you're going to be like, I got to go outside. I got to eat a big beef. I got to go eat a big apple. I should go do something. Yeah. I'm like, shit, I feel like that's going to drive people away. You're just reminding them to go outside. So beautiful. I tried Arby's steak nuggets and they suck. Why are you getting anything outside of the big beef and cheddar? As an Arby's, like, light defender, nothing at Arby's is good except for the big beef and cheddar and the French dip. FOMO? Fucking FOMO. The purpose of an Arby's is to fight in the parking lot. I thought the purpose of a parking lot was you have to pave paradise and then put up the parking lot. No, the big beef and cheddar is good. I think the big beef and cheddar, I think the beefy cheddar, I think the fucking, the French dip is good. And I think it's respectable for, like, what it is. You're not going out of the Arby's for, like, a hot cuisine or anything. I think realistically, it don't matter, because it fat food, no matter what you do, and fat food, no matter what you do, is kind of always a little bit of, like, a low quality. They can't diss the furries. They literally run the internet infrastructure and to keep the artist economy alive. So, like, what about potato cakes? I don't know what those are, bud. I don't know everything. I'm sorry. I don't have intimate knowledge of everything. There are a lot of weird blind spots in my life that I endeavor to fix, but no matter what I do, there's always going to be those weird blind spots. And, not gonna lie, NGL. Not gonna lie, don't know what those are. Never had one of those in my life, so couldn't tell you. Imagine a cake. Imagine, if you will, a cake. Imagine, Brendan, a big, beautiful, bouncing cake. And imagine if you stepped on it, crazy style. What if you let it gorp your gourd, buddy? Maybe like the... The where? The cake. Imagine a cake. Fake Arby Defender. I'm not gonna fucking eat their cakes. I don't want cakes. I do not get desserts from fast food places. I don't like any dessert from any fast food place. Once again, I know I'm falling into the fucking streamer talk about fast food bit. You brought me here. Actually, Cora brought us here. Talking about Arby's, making me bust out the Arby's defense. But also, like, I'm not getting any dessert from any fast food place. Is a hash brown? Still not gonna get it. Is that like a breakfast item? Not even a Blizzard? Well, that's different. You don't go to Dairy Queen for the fucking food. Not even ice cream? Well, no, not really. But you don't go to Dairy Queen for the fan food. You go there for a Denison burger and a pecan Blizzard. It's just a thicker hash brown? Oh, okay. Well, yeah. But I'm not gonna know what that is. I'm not getting that. I go to the Arby's for 2 reasons. Big beef and cheddar and maybe a French dip. What about a Sonic shake? I don't go to Sonic. I work there, buddy. I'm not eating a fucking Sonic. I'm not going there. Maybe if I wanted a cherry limeade, maybe, but I'm not going to Sonic. I work there. Working at Sonic for 3 months taught me enough to know I'm not eating there. I'm not getting anything there. Brendan hates all forms of Sonic. I do. Sonic ability ranges from mid all the way down to actual crime. Well, if they fucking brought back the caramel Java chiller, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But they got rid of the caramel Java chiller, and I don't know if they've ever brought it back. And I don't care. Working at Sonic's for 3 months and knowing for a fact that, like, I used to love their hot dogs. Because, like, not a lot of restaurants you can get, like, a decent chili dog. And, like, Sonic, chili dog, it makes sense to me. But then when I was working there, their steamer broke. And then they just were microwaving all of the burritos and all the steamers. And now kind of just knowing that that's, like, a major bit is they just are like, we're not supposed to do this legally. That was kind of, I think, one of the first moments in my life where I realized there are no rules if you don't get caught. And that made me a little bit more trepidatious about fast food in general. What's your favorite fast food chicken? Legally? Well, you're not supposed to microwave the hot dogs in a normal, conventional microwave. You're supposed to steam them. So when they make the hot dogs and the burritos at Sonic, they build them and then they put them in a steamer. The steamer is just like hot water and it just steams the son of a bitch, making the bun more fluffy and melting the cheese and making it nice and hot and fresh. It makes it taste nice and fresh. The microwave, you've microwaved things before, right? You know what it do. You know how things are after it go into the microwave. Like it ain't the same. Like it don't feel good. I don't get bags of discounted corn dogs on Halloween from Sonic anymore. I try not to eat a lot of fast food, honestly. Like, realistically, I know that's like oh my God, you gotta have the fast food talk, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I do not want that much fast food anymore. Like, Shelby got Taco Bell today, and I had like a taco, and I ate a quesadilla, and I was like, I'm done. I'm full. Because Shelby's been fasting during the week, and then she'll eat on the weekends. And so she got Taco Bell today, brought it home, and I was like, I taste nothing. I just don't like it. I just don't think I like fast food. I think I'm just sick of it. I can't like, I had I had a quarter pounder like a week ago, and I fucking hated it. Shelby's Muslim? No, Shelby's not Muslim. She's fasting to lose weight. She's not fasting for religious reasons. She's fasting to lose weight. People do that. Do you think and also, Christians do that during, Christians fast sometimes. It's not an exclusive, like, Muslim thing. Lent. Thank you. I was going to say Ash Wednesday, but that's more of a Catholic thing, I think. And Lent is more of a fasting thing. What up, man? What up with you? Starving yourself for vanity. No, starving yourself from health. Hey, shut the fuck up. Don't be rude, motherfucker. That's my wife. Don't. 2, no, for health reasons. Like any normal person. Only I can be mean to my wife, number 1. Number 2, I don't get it. Wanting to be healthier is a good thing. I'm sorry. Like, eating less and eating the right things is a good thing. I'm sorry. Like, if you see it as a bad thing, whatever. But like, I have fucking, I'm just flabbergasted. Is she doing the intermittent fasting technique? Pretty much. She's just mostly not eating during like the week. Eating less than the right thing has been tough for me. Part of it is really just don't fucking buy snacks. If you're worried about eating snacks, don't buy snacks. Like, don't do it. Like, I try not to buy any snacks, and then if I buy any snacks, I buy like mango or like nuts and berries. I like forage like a little creature in the woodlands, or I snack on fruit, and then I just never stop moving. Now, luckily, I have a pretty good metabolism, but realistically, like I don't. Wait, is she not eating or eating healthier? A little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. A calorie count that's fucking rough. Change the stuff I eat quick when I was at 11 a.m. Like, well, that's it for the day. Part of that too is like when you change your dietary habits. A lot of it is like, hey. You have to get used to being cranky for a little bit as your body adjusts to it. And that's some of the worst when it comes to any kind of dieting or anything is oh shit, I'm going to have to adjust my entire slime to every little bit of, oh God, this fucking sucks. Oh God, this fucking sucks. But that's not a bad thing. I don't like the idea that like trying to be healthy and losing weight is a bad thing. I don't think being big is a bad thing. If you want to be big, I think big people can be hot. I think my wife is hot now. I think my wife will be hot later. I don't really mind. I told her she doesn't have to lose weight, but she's the one that wants to lose weight. She's not happy, so lose weight. Same with me. I wasn't happy at my big size, so I want to lose weight. And I lost, a good 270 down to 235. Good, like, 35 pounds. Don't think that's a bad thing. Sorry. Do not project your shit onto me. I'm not going to sit down and be like, you are bad for not wanting to be healthier. I'm not going to sit here and fucking preach at you because realistically, I don't give a shit. Get healthy, don't get healthy. That's 100% on you. But don't judge me for wanting to be healthier and my wife for wanting to be healthier. That's just weird. Gonna put my foot down on that one and be like, that's kind of fucking odd. You can always watch that one crappy Sailor Moon PSA from the English dub about losing weight. You only have a limited time on this earth, and being at a bigger size makes that a bit harder. That's how I see it. I just want to fill my girth. But it's so badass, my required fat propaganda. I don't know, man. The short amount of time I was 270, I fucking hated it. I was more sweaty. I was out of breath faster. I was overall unhealthier. I wanted to be healthier, so I got healthier. I'm not saying that you have to. I'm not your fucking dad. I'm not your fucking doctor. I'm not your fucking dietitian. We do feel better when you lose weight. It's not a fix 'em.
Night shift.
You're not gonna fucking immediately feel like everything is fucking fixed, but I do feel better. Yeah, you're Kyle Crane. My name is Kyle Crane, and I'm going to hang brain. I've this game been a little on fence about it because I didn't enjoy 2 as much as 1. There are parts of it so far that like it's clearly built on 2, but it does play a lot more like 1. Plus you get Kyle Crane, and he's infinitely more interesting than my bouncing baby boy Aiden. It's me, Aiden, your peepaw. You're my bouncing baby boy. I love you and I want to kiss you on the top of your head every day. And like, since I don't have to deal with that, I'm pretty happy, NGL. But like overall, I don't know enough. I haven't gotten like far enough into it. Surprised Assassin's Creed didn't have a first-person spin-off or a zombie DLC. Well, no, because Ubisoft doesn't think. Like, I'm not surprised. Ubisoft doesn't really think about it. They were going to make a Civil War Assassin's Creed, but I got canned. Well, because Ubisoft is continually and continuously trying to like lowest bottom denominator instead of just trying to make a cool game. They're constantly worried about this shit. They've been worried about this shit since like Assassin's Creed. They will always infinitely make more money if they try not to pander to everybody, but it's like the Joker's trick of they're too far into the shit pit now, and they genuinely don't understand that to get out of the shit pit, you have to make cool video games that will sell. And the angry chud minority doesn't matter in the long run, aside from they will harass the game devs like they always do anyway. And you can even make a middling game and they'll still harass you. It don't matter. That's all the chuds do, is they spend their time harassing. They don't even play video games. They literally just harass. Did Twitch fail to notify me about a stream yesterday? No, I wasn't streaming. I was over on the PST channel for like a thing. I was over there. We were playing Phasmophobia. So I was taking a chill yesterday anyway. I needed a day off. Good time to take a day off. And I was not trying too hard with the Phasmo stream. But then again, I don't know. I don't really care about Phasmo that much anymore. Like, kind of figuring out the gameplay loop and then never really evolving it beyond what it is, except for in a few little bits here and there. Plus, like, it's been a couple of years now and we still haven't gotten customization, and I'm just kind of, like, tired of playing that game. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. But, like, it's been years at this point and still no basic customization. I'm like, I don't care. At the very least, if I can upgrade my guy and make him look a little different and do a little bit more with him, I'd be more happy. If I could upgrade my boy, if I could like level up my boy, get a hat or something for him, but not being able to upgrade your guy or customization in any way just makes me not give a shit. Because like it's been the same guys for fucking ever, and every time there's an update, it's like we reworked 1 year update. We've reworked this small mechanic, crazy style, and I'd be like, okay, anything else? We've slightly changed this map, or we've upgraded this map, and it's like, man, it's fine, but like, where's the sauce at? You know, I say it a lot, but I genuinely do mean it. Where's the sauce? Phasmo would be fun if you collected 8 pages. It's just something about the gameplay loop. I played it enough now, and I play it at least once every year, where I'm just like, I don't know what to do. Like, I get into it, and I'm like, I don't know what to do. I feel like Dead Island 2 is cooler than the series. Nah, Dying Light 1 was really, really well done. But then Dying Light 2, unlikable main character, lack of guns, which was a lot of fun in Dying Light 1. Unlikable story, constantly being fucking, oh my god, it's Rosario Dawson. Oh my god, it's Celebrity. Oh my god, it's... And Dying Light 1 was stupid, but like in a fun way. Whereas, IMO, at the very least. Dying Light 2 was just kind of dumb. What was your go-to weapon type in the first game? Anything that worked? Like B-movie stupid? Like B-movie stupid. Dying Light 1's B-movie stupid. Dying Light 2 is just kind of dumb. Like it's... And Dead Island 2, what it does interesting is that it gets a bit wacky, it gets a bit zany, and then the zombie gore system in Dead Island 2 has not been beaten. Even in Dying Light 2, and Dying Light the Beast, Dead Island 2's gore system has still not been beaten. Dying Light 2 just stunk. It was fine for bits. There were a couple of little bits that were fine. I didn't like the verticality as much as others did in the second area, and then I kind of just was like, eh. And then like this, all the dark zones just kind of stunk. Plus, like, you know, they had Avalon on the writing team for Dying Light 2, and then his controversy stuff happened, so he had to leave. They fired him. And then they kind of just had to pick up whatever the pieces that they had left. Yeah, my alert broke. I just saw that. He wanted to watch the stream. He was just up there having a good time. He misses being a part of the stream. He misses being a part of the branding. Streams haunted? Yeah, usually. True. Trusually. Man, it's crazy doing Dark Zone. Does this have the exact same fucking parameters as the other one too? 1 second. Booster and a bunch of stuff. Pharmacy. Level 1. Pharmacy. Okay, why aren't they at least different? This is a problem. This is the same problem I had in Dying Light 2. Which is, man, if you're going to do Dark Zones like in the first game, don't make them a building and then reuse the exact same building and then plot it right here. Why they do that? Oh, well. Can't really do much about it. I wonder if it's the exact same loot, too. Are these procedurally generated? No. No, this is the exact same as this one that I already did. They are not procedurally generated. No, sir. They are locked down instances that regen eventually so that you can get stuff easily. They're like little resource bips with a couple of zombies inside. Problem is like the Dark Zones in Dying Light original were more interesting. They were more dungeon instances where you went in, you loading screened, and then you had to get a bunch of like anti-zen packets. Whereas in this one, they're part of the open world, and because they're part of the open world, they're a lot smaller. But I mean, like Dying Light 1 had the one thing that I wanted out of a video game, which was the, well, I didn't do it there. I was trying to do it. Why aren't you working? Thanks. Weird. We're gonna double tap it. Ah, okay. Drop kicking zombies. Main reason to play Dying Light 1 was as you played, the parkour got a lot better and better and better, and then you were straight up drop kicking zombies. And they didn't do that before. You didn't have any game that did that before. Didn't have any game that was like, fuck you, drop, fucking goddamn. The only problem I've ever had with this game, though, is it's a double tap of X. Oh my fucking god. See, but then random shit like that happens where 1 million zombies hit you all at once, and then you're like, oh, okay. Zombie parkour is a great idea. Implementation is kind of mid, though. I don't know. I feel like endgame Dying Light 1, it's not that mid. I feel like it got a lot better once you get through the Brend game of it. Because when you're Kyle Crane, then you're moving fucking fast. It do be a lot better. I hate the it's good after 30 hours requirement. I don't think it's good after 30 hours. You just have to invest in the... Kyle Crane's not good at parkour, so it makes sense that you have to actually play the game and then get better and learn. And your character gets better as you go along. I don't know. I liked it in Dying Light. But that's because, like I said, it was, you're supposed to run from the zombies and you suck at running. And the more you're running, the better you get at running, the better the game feel goes. And I like the idea of a video game where the game feel is kind of ucky, but it's because your guy sucks at his fucking job. His ass is learning the same time as you are. Which I like, but I understand why some wouldn't. I mean, I like it at the beginning, but yeah, it's a lot of map, like learning the map too. Like figuring out like where you want to go, where you want to move. You gotta maneuver. Map knowledge, maneuvering, and then learning with Kyle. Should be called Baldi's Basics on account of the fact that, like, you go from Baldi's Basics to Baldi's Advanced. You're learning with the boy. God, I don't know what it is. I fucking hate adaptive triggers in the PS5 controller. I like the controller. Hate the adaptive triggers. Do not understand. Like, I hate feeling like I'm fighting against my controller. It doesn't add immersion. It feels like it takes it away. I don't know if anybody else has that issue with the adaptive triggers. I just, it's not even like an old man hate the new thing. It's just it feels weird and wrong. I just want the triggers to feel good. I don't need them to feel like they're pushing back against me. Golden coin. Thank you. Attention Bajoran workers. I have a new kind of money. It'll be freaking epic. It's called Ducat coins. Why don't you call them Ducats, sir? Doesn't work that way. We're going Ducat coin. Breaking Pokemon Poop now. Real post by IGN that came out recently. Well, yeah, they got to keep up with Digimon. You see how well Digimon Time Stranger did? Digimon Time Stranger did phenomenal. It's doing phenomenally. So they're like, what do we fucking do? Make him shit. Make that Pikachu shit his pants now. Sir, pull the lever. The lever? Yes, pull the lever. The Pokemon, they poop now. They poop now? They poop now. What is there, a guy here? Far Cry 5 issue of like, I just got in the car. Oh, shit, Well, like, realistically, I thought a zombie was on top of him, so it's fine. Sometimes out here in the wasteland of the incredibly nice Switzerland? Swiss? Eastern European? Problem solved, yes. I found him already dead. Well, nobody's gonna know. What do they got? They ain't got CCTV cameras that are active anymore. What are they gonna do? What are you doing? Get out of here. This is a safe zone. Get it? Yeah, that's what I thought. I'm like, get out of here. You're not allowed in here. This is a green area. You don't have green clearance. You gotta fucking leave. Right, did you see where WWE was trying to use AI to write storylines? No, but that's the funniest shit I've ever fucking heard. Can't fucking believe that they're trying to use the slop to generate wrestling stories when, like, wrestling stories are some of the easiest to write beat for beat. She wants to put the monsters in me. She's putting the creature. I get it. I get it. You check my fucking blood and you're putting the creatures inside me. I already know. Maybe that's why they think they can get away with it, because they think nobody would notice the difference because of how easy it is to write them. Well, it's easy to write them, but that's also because, like, you have to actually actively, like, it's not just about writing, it's about the performance. The AI suggested bringing Bobby Lashley back as somebody obsessed with Japan. Well, yeah, because they're also using... If they're using AI to try to write wrestling, then they're trying to train it off of data. When wrestling needs to be A, moving forward, and B, there are a lot of stories that you can tell in wrestling that they haven't told yet, because it's a medium for storytelling, not a genre of storytelling. And, like, the AI isn't going to tell them anything interesting because it's just going to build off what was instead of building something that is. LLM AI doesn't, yeah, whatever. It's piss. I don't care. They're going to use the piss. Then they're going to lose money. That's on them. I don't give a shit. Lose money. Use the piss. Not watching their shit. Don't care. I'm done. Nothing more to say about it. It's piss. Great job. You're using piss. Awesome. Nothing to say about it. Don't care. Not my pig, not my farm, not my piss. They're going to keep trying to put piss into every facet of daily life. And then when the piss falls, we're all going to get drowned in it. So, whatever. Not going to be defeated about it. I've just bitched about it enough that it's just like, I have nothing new to say. You already know my thoughts on this. My thoughts on this are, wow, they're using piss, great. Am I surprised? Absolutely not. Me when oh my god, they're using piss? Yeah, but I don't need to regurgitate this 8 million fucking times. All I gotta say, it's piss now, it's piss now. It's piss now, it's piss now. When do you think the economy will collapse? I don't know, man. There's not gonna be a one. Here's the thing, is... you're thinking of this as like a one gigantic event where, like, the traders are, like, jumping out of the fucking, like... They're jumping out of the fucking building... they're like fucking freaking out. There's people like fucking hanging off the rooftop from the Wall Street banks. That's not how this is gonna work, because like people realize that stocks is gambling. Like, more and more people have realized that stocks is a lot of gambling. It's a slow drag. It's not gonna be a giant fucking like boom thing event. People are like, when's there gonna be a recession? It's like, buddy, we're in one. I don't know how to tell you this, but we're in one right now. Like, we're basically in a recession. Homes aren't affordable. Groceries are expensive. Gas is expensive. Jobs are impossible to get. What is that? We're in a recession, bud. And the stock market isn't the economy, and that's another conflation that people make. The economy is the money that we get and the money that we spend back into the economy. The money is the things we buy and the things we spend money on and the things we make money on. The economy ain't the stock market. We're already in a recession. I know, but the AI bubble is propping up the economy. The AI bubble is only propping up the economy because when the stock market is going to fucking tank again for the 30th time and the bubble's going to fucking burst, that means that, like, every single company is going to, which they're already doing, and you can already see them doing, every single company is going to tighten their belts even more, stop hiring, cut the workforce, and then they're going to look at all the money they spent and realize they're not making any more money, and then be like, but we want more money. What do you mean there's not more, sir? And then they're going to say, tighten the belt more then. And it's like, sir, there ain't no more room. We're out of belt. I don't know what you want from me, sir. There ain't no more belt. And they're just going to tighten the belt until everybody starts choking. And you either cut the fucking belt or you die with the belt. Like, it's weird how AI was always dreamed of as a problem solver, but now that it's here, it's just, what the fuck do we do with this? I was saying, I hate talking about it, but it was funny the other day seeing Sam Altman say that they're going to allow erotica with ChatGPT, them fully admitting that the only use they've found for AI is being able to crank your shit. The difference between now and the 20s is that we have enough distractions to make us feel more comfortable, and we don't have children in the meat mines. Well, we have children in the meat mines, but like not as many children in the meat mines. It really depends on what state you're in. If they're making... Our state has children working the slaughterhouses, so like I couldn't... Oh yeah, no, true. In Iowa, you can be a child and work in a slaughterhouse and you can work in the mines. On account of the fact that Hell World USA, we need a new fucking topic. The problem is there's not a lot to talk about, like, aside from the nightmare if you're American. That kind of becomes hard, because you can't ignore the nightmare, and you can make fun of the nightmare. But as somebody who is American, and, you know, hates the nightmare, it is kind of difficult to try to, like, work on something other than the nightmare. We're running out of workers, sir. All the people that you've been deporting and all the people who are American that don't want to work jobs, That we need people for. What do we do? Send in the children. We need a new Lindy Hop. We just need a new guy. And unfortunately, there's just no room for guys. The end of guy economy, the end of guy joke economy truly was, it truly did end with a boom. Dare I say 5 big booms. New guy would be different. The Do Nothing Baby hates different. Well, you got to remember, we didn't elect Do Nothing Baby. Do Nothing Baby ran for 4 years and did a little bit of something. We're in Evil Baby territory. You forget that we're at Evil Baby right now. We're not at Do Nothing Baby. There's Do Nothing Baby and Evil Baby. We're at Evil Baby. Do Nothing Baby will not fix it when the Evil Baby leaves. Do Nothing Baby sometimes does a little something, but realistically, no. Unless you affect change. Like, I just keep saying it. We should be more like the French. Anytime they have, like, a problem, they're like, fuck. We don't like how expensive buses are. Let's burn it the fuck down. And I'm like, you know, kind of crazy. Dude, Evil Baby wants to build an Ark monument. I saw that. They want to build an Arc de Trump. Give give Argentina $40 billion for their private health or their public healthcare system. Great, man. That's awesome. Trying to make it seem like, but the Democrats are giving illegal aliens healthcare, and it's like, no, they fucking don't. And you're fucking stupid if you think they do. But then also turning around and giving Argentina $40 billion. Joe Biden would have fucking done that. At the very least. He would have probably given them aid through USAID, but, you know, they let all that meat rot, so bye-bye soft power. They're nowhere based enough to give healthcare to immigrants. Well, it's just like they pay for it. There is no difference between an illegal immigrant who goes to the hospital and the hospital has to end up paying for the person's healthcare. And there's no difference between that and the millions of uninsured Americans who have to go to the hospital, and the hospital has to raise their prices for everybody for no reason, because everything incredibly expensive for almost no reason, aside from, you know, money. If Biden fucking did shit. The problem doesn't... Here's another problem, is you are assuming the buck stops at Biden, and the buck never stopped at Biden. When Biden was president for the 4 years he was, people always get mad at the fucking president for doing nothing. And it's like, well, he could have done more. Absolutely. But he's not the entire government. And from the top down, I'm not going to blame Josh Biden for literally everything that is the state of nightmares in our world. I think he could have fought a lot harder, but you look at every Republican that was like, oh, fuck you, we're going to filibuster all this shit, and then blame the Democrats when we go back into power. And the people will clap their hands like a fucking seal and go, yeah, the Democrats. And I'm not saying that DNC leadership isn't, you know, some of the weakest that it's fucking been in years. It's incredibly fucking weak. But also the amount of times that Biden did try to do something and then it was fucking stopped in its tracks by either A, the courts, or B, the Republicans in Congress. And then they'd be like, why is everything so expensive? Democrats must have done that. It's like, wow, no, it must be your inability to do anything. Do Nothing Baby, at least if something needs to get done, Do Nothing Baby half the time will be like, okay, we'll do something. Every Republican worked together to delay literally everything. And Biden became a lame duck president because, well, what the fuck are you supposed to do? Everything is Hell World USA. At least he gave us some semblance of normalcy for 4 years. I'll always appreciate that. Could have been a lot more, but politics is stressful. I just want to live like Rowley and be stress-free. Too bad. Politics is stressful, but guess what? It dictates every facet of your life. Zooey mama be like the... Politics is stressful, abso-fucking-lutely, and then it also dictates every fucking facet of your life. I'm sorry. Being alive is stressful? Yeah. May you live in interesting times is a genuine fucking hell curse, so... It sneaks its way into every conversation? Well, yeah, because fucking... We go from AI to immediately into... dog shit dookie administration doing the 40th fucking thing today that sounds like fucking stupid shit. And then trying to figure out, okay, what's the real evil shit they're doing behind the scenes? Since there's this stupid fucking thing and this stupid fucking thing. And it's exhausting. But, you know, at the very least, I'm thankful that I can eat a Big Mac Whopper. Got that going for us. Big Mac Whopper probably be like fucking $40. McDonald's giving away free food with the Monopoly stuff. They're gonna go bankrupt with all those free food polls. Yeah, what can you do? Bitch about it and do what you can. Put a little good into the world. Republicans gave Biden the president couldn't do any crime pass. No, because if Biden had done literally anything, the Supreme Court would have held him in contempt and then would have locked him in the pit. And then they still would have given Trump the free crime pass. You are thinking any amount of logically that Biden should have used his free crime pass to do free crime? And not even free crime, just like okay, you say I can do literally anything. I have unlimited powers. Cool. I'm going to just say I don't have unlimited powers. And it wouldn't have mattered because the Supreme Court is stacked and they would have been like, well, actually, Judge Biden, the only thing he can't do is say nuh-uh and anything. This doesn't apply to him because he doesn't have blonde hair and he's old like our guy, like really, really old like our guy. But he's like a different kind of old. Protests are useless. We need a general strike. I'm sorry, buddy, but like unfortunately, you can't get people maneuvering until their comfort is taken. And part of that is you have to actually actively protest to get to that point. Protests are also networking, so like you gotta like meet people and talk to people to be able to do literally anything. This isn't like we can't, you can't press a magic button and then people will care and then do a general strike. Not saying you're wrong, but also saying that protests do nothing is, once again, apathy. You're falling for it. Networking to do nothing? No, networking to do a general strike, dipshit. You gotta meet people to do things. Like, I'm sorry, I understand you want to be apathetic and fucking angry, and I fucking get it. But you have to actually do shit to do shit. Like, I'm sorry, you gotta do shit. And protests are doing shit. Getting out there and talking to people, meeting with other angry people, networking, working on it, doing more together. The idea that protests do nothing is once again the worm that's trying to get into your fucking head. That shit that they always say, that shit your dad will say, oh, that'll do nothing. Oh, this will do nothing. This will affect no change. No, it always affects change because you have to actually do shit. You have to talk to people, meet with people, understand, be empathetic. Like, I'm sorry. I understand the fucking general worm is like I'm not empathetic. Protests do nothing. I understand how you want to feel that way, and I understand how easy it is to feel that way, and it's comfortable to feel that way. Oop, I bomb. I get it. I 100% get it. But throwing around the protests don't do anything. It's not 2016, man. It's not seeing what do they say on the news? If they show a protest and then say protests don't do anything, like, I'm sorry. Protests do things because you have to actually actively protest and you have to build up from there. Protest isn't going to go and just fucking fix shit. Something like 98% of protests work when 11% of the population participates. No, and they're also saying they're going to invoke the Insurrection Act, and then they're going to get a bunch of clips of, like, 4 ice guys beating up a guy in a frog costume and look like morons. And that's the point. If the media shows anything from the protest tomorrow, it'll either be somebody that snaked their way in dressed up in black around a bunch of frog guys that is an obvious plant, or they'll be like, oh, so they beat up a guy in a frog costume and they kind of look fucking stupid doing it. Like, I'm sorry, I understand how easy it is to get in the mindset of like, protests do nothing, because your parents and everybody around you has been saying that for years, because that's part of the great machine trying to make you more apathetic towards this shit. And it's really easy to fall into that because every political party the same. Protests don't do anything. Unions don't do anything. And I'm like, I'm sorry, but history dictates that they do. And at the very least, it's a first step. Worst thing is going to be like 5 shitheads, 5 to 10 shitheads who will do some looting. And then they'll say that every single person at the protest was a looter when it was like, 5 fucking dudes stealing a TV because they thought an opportune time to do it. It's really easy to fall into the nothing ever happens pit, too. I'm like, I'm sorry, but things are happening and continue to happen. So many fucking things are happening that you can't see the scope of what is happening. And so it looks like nothing ever happens. And then you zoom the fuck out, and then everything is happening. Everywhere all at once. Just like that movie. I agree that politics is an integral part of our lives, but man, it's so draining. Well, it's draining on purpose. It's supposed to be draining. The way they used to drain you of your slime was make it boring. Now they're doing sending 1,000 fucking things, 1,000 crazy things into the airway to make you avoid and not pay attention to the one evil thing. It's draining because you got to focus on the right stuff. Oh yeah, most of it's actually evil, but like 99% of the time when they do something that's fucking stupid and evil, it'll get stopped in the courts, or it'll actually get ended, or it'll get game ended. Yeah, well, because it's just it's the policy of do everything all at once. And when you're doing everything, you're doing nothing. And they're gonna find an excuse to do evil shit. It do be that way. Protests are good for drawing attention, but they don't directly affect change. They don't directly affect immediate change. But they are also a building block to get there. I don't see how we're anti-protest when they're literally a building block to get where you need to be. Do I think that there are some people who think a protest will immediately fix everything and that they're wrong? Abso-fucking-lutely. I don't think a protest is going to fucking fix anything. I'm not a 10-year-old. I'm not a 14-year-old posting on the internet. But they are a building block to affect change. They are necessary, they're visual, and they signify support. People need to hear that they're not fucking crazy. I know you're not saying anti-protest, but The way that you worded that, protests do nothing, has a negative connotation, and that leads to more people not wanting to affect change. You have to contextualize your words. Saying they do nothing seems like it's you are in effect anti-protest because you are proclaiming apathy about it, and that's the problem. You need a foundational base to be able to do anything. You need a foundational base and support to be able to affect change. And protests alter public perception and also help people who feel like they're fucking losing their minds feel like, oh shit, wait a fucking second here. I'm not crazy. Other people are just as mad as I am. And people need to see that shit. And that's why the media will try not to show anything except for like fucking doo-doo people who are taking advantage of the situation to do evil to gaslight, and dog shit, probably AI videos and old ass fucking videos of protests that got out of hand. And I understand you're not anti-protest. It's just the I've heard the protests don't do anything shit for so long, and you can contextualize it, but just saying protests don't do anything is such a nothing take. Because they do. They are in effect foundational to change. I don't always feel like typing out a nuanced paragraph, Brenda. Sorry, I'll try to be more thoughtful in the future. I understand. Well, it's Twitch chat, bud. I understand that. You got to also realize that your words have power, your words have weight, and giving your opinion on something like this is fine, but you have to remember the aspect of what you're talking about within the context of what you're talking about. And to me, I was like, oh shit, anti-protest, what the fuck? But no, I understand what you're saying, but I do disagree slightly. I do think they do affect change, but they are foundational to change. Not that they directly inspire change, but they inspire people to get out there, be more active. They show people that, yeah, there are other people just as fucking mad as you. And also, if the protests didn't matter, then why are they working so hard to try to make it seem like it don't matter? The first step to change is showing that the populace is angry. The second step to change is the knee-jerk shithead reaction to, ooh, the populace is angry, send in the troops, they're mad at me. I think we should have a general strike, though. I agree with you in that we should have a general strike. We should have good slime. But we have to, A, have to organize, and B, people need a change in public perception. And part of that biggest change in public perception is working towards defeating apathy at every chance. And I'm very much an anti-apathy person. I've also seen a lot of people use protests as social media fodder, and it makes me angry. I'm sorry, man. Here's the thing. Social media is an important facet of life. I hate it. But, like, I'm not saying that you have to, like, stay mad about it, absolutely. Like, I carry that torch, carry that weight. But social media is literally not going away unless we're burn barrel society. It's not going to go away. And social media is a great place for people to, A, try to do dumb shit for clout. B, try to use the messaging and the ways for clout. And then C, well, if they're using the protests for clout, at least people are out there doing it. Completely unrelated, but I love the movie How to Blow Up a Pipeline. Interesting. Put that one on my list. But yeah, anything else? How's your day been, Chad? I'll try to stop looking at the torture nexus. I know it's a bit hard for me sometimes. You know how it be. You be mad, I be mad, we all be mad. It do be that way. Dad's a little pissy that I haven't found the job yet. Like, love you, Pop, but there's actually, like, negative jobs right now. It's pure luck at the moment. Other than that, had a nice walk. Hell yeah. Parents, when they're like, why don't you go to the job tree and pick up an application off the job tree? What is it with parents having this fucking thought that you can just walk into a job place and ask for a job? I don't understand how people still have that thought. How long that hasn't been the fucking case. At least near 20 years that hasn't been the fucking case. And people are still that way, where it's like, if you want a job, you got to walk up to the job man and say, I'd like a job man. Then he gives you the job man. And I'm like, that's not how that works. You got to apply, and then you got to go up against 10,000 other applicants. And then you got to get an interview, get a fucking callback interview, get another interview. They haven't job hunted since the 90s. Pretty much. They haven't job hunted since the 90s, or if they've had the job hunt, they know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who can give them a job. Because that's how a lot of people get good jobs, is knowing a guy who knows a guy. That's how most of my friends got their jobs, because jobs is a lot of networking. Even when I wanted to work at Best Buy, I had the network. I had a friend who worked there, and it's the only reason they hired me. And, like, that's retail. I shouldn't have to know a guy to get a retail job? What? It's luck or network, pretty much. Yeah, you gotta fucking know a guy to get into retail now. Like, it's... Honestly, I don't know. I don't know why more people aren't like, okay, who do you know? Get a job. I'm your parent, and I want you to get a job. Who do you know? Where do I get a job at? Who do you know? Do you know somebody who can get me a job? Because, like, if I needed a job, my mom knows somebody who would get me a job, and my mom knows how fucking tough it is. She was a hiring manager and also a temp agency manager for a while. And even my mom's like, yeah, no, you got to, like, know somebody, or I got to talk to the right people. If you don't know any guys, try a work placement program if available. It probably isn't available, sorry. And if it is, get ready for drudge work. Oh, no, my mom worked at one of those temp agencies. And like even she offered to help me find like a little bit of like temp work, but she's like, and don't do it through the agency because they take a cut. Because remember, if you go to an agency that help you find a job, yeah, and some of the agencies just get a kickback. You're poor and you need a job, gonna need to garnish those wages, bud. Oh, you're poor and you have a bank account? Oh, sorry, buddy. We're gonna need to do a delightful thing. We're gonna overdraft you. We're gonna charge you for being poor. Yay! It's so fucking awesome. I love the nightmare. Yay! Man, I love when banks are like, dude, overdraft fees are cool. That's the fucking most awesome thing ever, dude. You pay them because you make them pay you because they're poor. The AI economy. I wanted the AI economy. An economy built all on super monkey balls. I would love a super monkey ball economy. What if it was just you got into a big ball, you just had to get the banana? It'd be fucking peak, I think. I would just like to get the banana, please. I would like the economy where I just have to get the banana. Beyond that, like, eh. Retail has truly turned me into a Christmas hater. I get offended if somebody calls me a Grinch or a Scrooge because that implies I'm gonna change my ways some days because I learned the true meaning of some shit. Fuck you, I know the true meaning of Christmas already. I don't really have any holiday spirit, but also same. Like, I don't really care for Christmas or Thanksgiving. Like, I get an excuse to see my grandma, and I love my grandma and my brother and my mom, but then I have to deal with my uncle or my uncles or other, God forbid, other family. And for the most part, I'm just like, what are you doing for Christmas? Christmas. And I'm like, I don't care. I'm sorry. I'd say that about the same. I don't have any Christmas spirit. Retail work will make you hate two things more than anything else: Christmas and back to school. Oh, and Black Friday. Controversial take. Part of me hated holidays in retail, not because of the work and the amount of people. It was the music. I don't think I hated retail Christmas because of the work, because for me at least, as long as I was busy, that's a good day. Because then I go on autopilot. I can do a lot on autopilot in retail. I can do a lot. I can do a lot on autopilot. As long as I'm busy, I'm doing something. And then I'm home and it's like, fucking thank goodness. 8-hour shift felt like 10 minutes. I walked in, 8 hours passed, and I walk out and I go. But do absolutely fucking hate Christmas music. Do fucking hate it with a burning passion. I don't think there's any good Christmas music, and I stand true to this because I've heard it all on repeat, on loop for 8 to 10 to 12-hour shifts. I don't trust motherfuckers who are like, bust out the Christmas music, and I'm like, you do not know.
I can try. The blood trail leads into the swamps.
Little Drummer Boy is the worst fucking song to play during the holidays. Fuck Little Drummer Boy. And fuck Silent Night. Oh, you know what's so sad? My wife worked at Menards, and do you know what song they used to play in Menards? My Spurs Go Jingle Jangle Jingle from Fall at New Vegas. They used to play that shit as a Christmas song. And so now I can't listen to my big playlist sometimes because if that comes on, I gotta skip it. And she fucking hates that song because they play it all the time. I was like, why the fuck are they playing a cowboy song? Is it because they just say jingle? It's not even a Christmas song. It's not a Christmas song. They just say jingle. It's not Christmas. It has nothing to do with Christmas. But no, I fucking hate Little Drummer Boy. I will go to bat to destroy the Little Drummer Boy. I don't know why they thought that you needed in retail to have a slow, sleepy song, slowly draining your fucking meager energy as you, I made a gift for you. Christmas shoes? I don't know what that is. Escape that one. To get you out of the store quicker? What, the slow song? I'm like, I don't know about that one. I feel like that makes people eepy and then make them stay in the store longer. Also, Wonderful Christmas Time fills me with unholy rage and is the primary reason to despise Paul McCartney. You know, it is crazy to see that they wanted to raise a generation on annoying marketing, and now you have an entire generation that fucking hates any amount of marketing. Damn, it do be crazy. Oh my god, we made ads annoying, Christmas music annoying and grating. Oh my god, we did all this shit to make so many facets of life annoying, and now they're annoyed? What do we do? How do we do this? What the fuck? They'd be like, why do you hate Christmas? Well, because every facet of everything around Christmas is related to just remind you and hit you over the fucking head multiple times with a hammer that Christmas, 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 Christmas. It's like, I'm 32, buddy. I don't get presents. I don't have a rich family that buys me a car for Christmas. I'm like, I don't have the energy to spare. All I see is big annoying lights. Big fucking horrible annoying song everywhere. It's already cold. I don't need things being just a sensory fucking nightmare on top of it. Have you spent the appropriate time and money around your family that says that you're dedicated and that you love them? And it'd be like, yeah. Hardcore Christmases also get really fucking annoying if you hate Christmas, like how hardcore Halloweeners are. Hardcore Halloween is always weird to me because, like, I don't feel like I need a reason to be play spooky games or do scary things. I feel like scary can be a vibe all year round. Christmas, I get. The vibe is during Christmas time. I don't need an excuse to be goofy and scary. I got that every day. And I like having turkey on Christmas. I like having turkey on Thanksgiving. I just wish you took Thanksgiving or Christmas and you moved them back a little bit. I'd like Christmas and Thanksgiving to be midpoint of the year. Have Christmas at the end of the year. Move Thanksgiving to like the middle of the year. Move it to like summer. You jump on the guy. Why do you jump on the guy? How's that gonna get you to me? I'm going beast mode. Nope, sorry. You have to sit there and take it. I'm beasting the fuck out. You gotta sit there. You just won the bug. Oh, it's out because you have health bard. Okay. Never mind. Are you summoning goons? I was having fun beasting you, but I guess if you're gooning. Stop running away, you fucking goober! Get the fuck back. God, stop running away! I have to mist you! I'm beasting, I'm sorry. I'm beasting out, sorry. I have to beast you. Sorry. I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Grab him! Why did I incredibly Hulk them? Brock Lesnar when a cashier tells him no.
Hobby.
I've utilized my beast mode. Pray I don't use it upon you, ma'am. Best be wary, ma'am. I've already gone beast mode on several zombies, and my beast mode continues to get stronger. Best be wary, ma'am. Lest you find yourself in the path of my beast mode. Why does he sound like Sonic? Buddy, because that's Roger Craig Smith. It's the voice of the original Kyle Crane, and also the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog, and Chris Redfield. I'm literally just, this is fucked up Sonic Unleashed. Didn't you know they made a Sonic Unleashed for adults now? I'm going beast mode like the werehog, while I be out here cranking my hog. I didn't know anything about Dying Lights. This is a whole ass surprise to me. Fair. First game's a lot of fun. This one's alright. This is the beast. Are you crashing? No. As he said, that's no good. He hasn't said that yet, no. If only. Brandon, that joke doesn't work because Roger didn't voice Sonic in that game? Yeah, I got you. I hate the new fucking YouTube UI. God fucking damn it. Do I fucking hate the YouTube UI. This is almost as bad as having to have fucking Pop-Tart wine 2 days ago. Oh, the new YouTube UI? Yeah, it looks like Billy said this recently on a podcast recording, but I'll show you. Where's my display capture at? There it is. Looks like fucking Pornhub. It's the new video UI. And also, does it not? I don't think you can click on the video to pause it. Oh, you can't. Can I not click on the video to pause it anymore? I can pause it with space. I can't click on the video to pause it. What's the design decision into making it worse, guys? What's the Joker's trick? Why can't I click on the video to start it or pause it? That's fucking weird. That's fucking odd. Okay, cool. Thanks, guys. Awesome. Love that. Great decision, everybody. Awesome decision all around. Hey, why does this area make my camera fuzzy? Demon Core! Anybody else think it weird to make my camera fuzzy? Kind of funny, though. I like how it look. Hey, buddy, you're getting irradiated. Wildly irradiated. You gotta be careful. You're like, I know. It's funny, though. I'm not gonna lie. I think I'm an ice water enjoyer. I didn't really mind the temperature of water. And then the older I've gotten, the more I'm like, I need this to be colder. I'm like, I need it colder, and I need it colder now, and I need more ice cubes, and I need it colder. Huh? I am getting on board, because it don't hurt my teeth anymore. I am sucking on, I got a lot of ice cubes.
Kyle.
You have low iron? Nah, I like the ice water now. Shelby, somebody saying I've got low iron. Get me your iron juice. Get me your iron juice. I need your iron juice. Somebody says, you like cold water, huh? Low iron. And I'd be like, give me my wife's iron juice. I don't know. Somebody say, is that why people like cold water? Am I low iron? My wife have a big jug of iron goo. My wife does have low iron. I have pretty okay iron usually. Get out of the fucking ice cream park, zombies. You can't have any ice cream. I get all the ice cream. Get out of here. It's my ice cream. You can't have any. It's mine. They're trying to take the cream from me. Can't have any of this ice cream. It's my ice cream. Literally me at the apocalyptic Trader Joe's be like sorry, buddy. These are my Twinkies, my snack cakes. This is my grandma ice cream. Oh, never mind. Actually, these are pierogies. Oh. They're still mine. I thought it was ice cream because the big ice cream. It's my grandma. You can't have any. Do you ever crave eating ice cubes? No. I know that's a low iron thing. No, because I have really sensitive teeth. Dude, I have dookie teeth. Never bite an ice cube. When I was a kid, absolutely. But when I was a kid, it was like put salt in the ice cube and then bite it. I'll kill you before you touch my grandma pierogies. What? You never had a tasty salt ice? This is another Brendan thing where I'm revealing like a weird thing I had when I was a kid where it's like, you never had a yummy salt ice? You put a little salt in the ice, yeah. You put salt on the ice and then you eat it. Oh, you're not supposed to do that? Well, I didn't get any ice burn as a child, so I'm fine, I guess. It's fine. I did that when I was a kid. I don't do that now. Don't do that. My wife is saying don't do that. Take her under advisement. I knew of the salt ice challenge as a kid, but not as a snack. I don't have any problems, so. I'm normal. I don't. What is this, Stonehenge? Oh, fuck. It's like talking about salt brought me fucking back! I am the moon, 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 I gotta leave. I can't see big rock formations like that anymore. I am the moon, I gotta fucking leave, I can't. Hey guys, what's up? God, I fucking hate seeing that. And then just, oh yeah, I'm the moon, I'm the moon, I'm the moon. You've really gotten the new rune carved into your brain now, haven't you? I am the moon. Now look up into the sky during the night. Beyond the clouds. Beyond the parted sea, I am the moon. Thank you for the Reddit cold, kind zombies. That's why my ass ain't surviving the apocalypse on account of the fact that there's no server infrastructure anymore. They got rid of Reddit Gold. That was the first sign of the recession, actually. The day they got rid of Reddit Gold and the Reddit Gold Lounge was the day that it was over. We just didn't know it yet. It was the first sign. These guys weren't even infected. You just killed some hikers. They beat up a guy and stole his shoes. They beat up a normal guy on the ground. They were hostile. They were highwaymen, robbers, bandits even. And you're not? No, I'm Kyle Crane. I'm the Beast. They didn't survive my Beast challenge, okay? The Beast challenge is survive 1 minute in the ring with me, Kyle Crane, Mr. Beast himself. Honestly, it is wild to think about that Mr. Beast is far more, the goose. Mr. Beast is far more of a Kyle than like a Jimmy. Is that wild to think about that he is more of a Kyle than a Jimmy? Like, he do make content almost exclusively for Kyles. That's a cool weapon. That looks like the part of a battle bot. I like that. I like it because it looked like part of a battle bot. I enjoy weapons that look like they're battle bot coded. He's the prime Kyle. Mr. Beast looks like a prime Kyle. He looks like a prime Kyle candidate. It's like if you were going into the fucking, like, if you were looking for the aspects of Kyle, it'd be Mr. Beast. Spiritually named Kyle. Kyle in spirit.
Max, do you copy? I'm about to enter the forest.
I'm not going to the Yaga. I'm not doing, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. No. Absolutely. We're walking beyond it, buddy. We're not dealing with the Yaga. That a level 11 kind of fight. We were a level 5 kind of guy. He smiles too much for that. Yeah, but it's like a fake smile. I don't know how somebody like Mr. Beast got like the car salesman smile. Weird how some people can't learn that you're supposed to like smile with your eyes. I get it if you're like, I get it if like you have any kind of, I guess, if you're like emotively challenged. Don't kill that guy. What's the right word for it? I don't want to step on anybody's toes. Not saying that like everybody able to smile with their eyes, but I do think it's a learnable process. And also knowing that like you gotta smile with your eyes. I don't know, it seems like it's such a core basic concept to me whenever I smile, even a fake smile. I'm like, I need to make sure I'm smiling with my eyes. Because it looks fake without it. Show me your happy eyes. Oh yeah, duh. That's a smile with your eyes. Smile without your eyes is... Eyes don't have teeth? No, you gotta... Smile with your eyes without using your mouth. I activated my tinnitus doing that. That probably wasn't a good idea. At my age, Brendan, you pushed too far. I did. I could literally, ringing in my ears started the second I started doing that. We got him. Activate the tinnitus. Oh no, not the tinnitus beam. Please, dude. Yeah, you can't You can mouth smile without your eyes, but you can't eye smile without your mouth. That is a good way to say it. Well, a lot of it is just, yeah, if you smile without your eyes, I don't know, I feel like it's like a car salesman kind of smile. It just feels fake. But if you smile with your eyes, it feels more genuine. Bro used intimidation and got blast back. I got bad bones, okay? I built wrong.
I believe there's...
They put me in the boy factory and said, look at this guy, he's all fucked up. And I went, no. Why can't it be fucked up and normal? Why do I have to be fucked up and crazy? Brendan, if given the opportunity, would you want to have a third green arm surgically attached to your forehead? Like the Futurama guy? It would get me more views, but it would also make me more of a freak show than I already am. Because, like, I do feel like sometimes I am the beast, I'm the feral child locked in a cage at the carnival, and y'all are coming around in your woolen coats and laughing at me. Understandably, I'm a streamer. It's kind of my place to be the feral child in a cage. Raised by wolves, he was. Bites at you if you get too close. But I also feel like that might boost my numbers, but what am I going to do with the green arm? Like have it do a fidget spinner? And then also, like, what's the chance of a blood clot happening on the count of, that's new veins, new arteries. That's a direct, maybe, like, femoral artery connected into the brain. If I had to work a 3-lever operated machine, and one of the levers was above me, it'd be really useful, I could see that. But aside from a 3-lever machine, I don't know. Trying to think of a big green arm in my head and what it would really, how advantageous it'd be in life. And it'd be like, I'm not cranking the 3-lever machine, so I don't think it'd work. Did you know if you had 4 arms, your chest would be twice as long? Yeah, I already got 4 eyes and my forehead is twice as long. Got me. A third arm would exclusively be used for picking your nose and flicking the boogers at your enemies. Well, would it hang down or hang up? Like if a green arm came on, would it go up or would it hang down? Like what's the, I guess on what level would it be? Maybe I'm thinking too hard about this. I was just thinking of like, would it crank up or would it crank down? Depends on if you're excited or not. Oh, okay, understandable. Have an egg day. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think on the third arm debacle, I don't think that I would want a third arm on my head regardless. Because it just feels like more problems than having another arm. Like maybe if you like, popping out of the chest, I could maybe find the use for that. It'd be good for, like, scratching my chin. I could find a purpose for a third arm. Third leg, no. A third leg would be terrible. I think a third leg would be awful, and I say that because I think... What the fuck do you mean I sold my goober? I sold the wrong fucking weapon. Son of a bitch. Would you rather have it on your head or on coming out of your knees? What, like another leg? I wouldn't want a third leg. I think that'd just fuck up your equilibrium. 4 legs I can understand, like a horse, but 3 legs, I don't get that. But sir, you've already got a third leg. Ah, I get it, penis joke, a reference to the peni. Yeah, I think I don't know, I wouldn't want 3 legs. I feel like I'm just not gonna be able to compensate for that. 3 arms, I could find a way to compensate for that. Gonna fuck up my equilibrium regardless, but a little bit better than... Gosh. 7 legs. 7 vaginas, or what is it, 8 legs, 8 vaginas. If you had 4 legs, would you gallop down the street like a horse? Yeah, I think so. Though the townsfolk would bring out fire and try to cleanse me from the town, so they'd try to get me. How about a third eye, but it's in a weird part of your body and you actively wink to shut to avoid seeing out of it? How would you like life to be a little bit more annoying? No. That would only be useful if I was in like a hostage situation and I needed to see where my captors were taking me and they put a bag on my head, but they didn't uncover the armpit eye. What's the time gap you spend between main missions? I don't know, man. You may be talking to the wrong guy in terms of like, you may be thinking about this too hard. I just play the video game. I don't mind. I don't have the thought process of I need to restart this or I need to do this. Maybe the wrong guy for that. I don't worry about that. That's like worrying about what pen you're writing with. You don't need a special kind of pen.
Crawling with infected.
You got a pen. As long as the game running fine, I don't, especially a game like this, I don't feel the need to restart it or what I spend between gameplay missions. I just kind of go. It's like instinctual. You know, how do birds know where they're supposed to go? They follow the magnets. I ain't got to worry about having a perfect run or doing literally every bit of things. I follow a side path. It's like playing with a child's placemat maze where I'm just like, yeah, that building is open. I'll go in there. I do not think about the exact what time I've spent not doing the main mission. As long as I'm having fun, I'll do side content. And then when I stop having fun, I stop playing the game. Game is lagged like hell once, and I've sucked at the game so bad in the meantime, I don't look for perfection either. I haven't had any problems with lag, but I'm also just thankful that it's not an Unreal game. Like, I haven't had any issues with the game running at all, because it's mostly just running off the back end of Dying Light 2 anyway. And it has a bit of shader preloading, but it's never been so bad that, like, you know, it's not like any other modern AAA video game where I gotta wait, like, fucking 20 minutes for the shaders to pre-cache. I get a little bit of stuttering here and there. What I'm getting is that you operate based on magnets. Absolutely. You got me exactly. I'm just glad that for 90% of the time, it doesn't run like shit. And then every once in a while, it runs a bit like shit. Early stamina sucks? Oh, 100%. Early stamina is absolutely awful. Early stamina, a bit dookie. It get better as you go. I was hoping I could find, like, some stamina boosting gear. The shop in the first, like, area also sells, they do throw, like, some bosses at you right away, too. Another reason to explore. Resources to make grenades so I don't have to worry about some of this shit. I can just skip it. Like, nice boss health bar. Can't wait to throw bombs at you. If you hold a big magnet up to Brendan, it becomes unable to navigate, like in the Owls of Ga'Hoole. Oh no, the big magnet, it's sending me on my way. Big magnet literally bringing me to the Walmart. Buy a big box of Wildberry Pop-Tarts. It turns into Pop-Tart wine again. I am around where your level is at, sir. Don't have to be so. Feels weird. I feel like I'm at a job interview. Don't have to be so formal. No, I mean, part of it is like, you know, don't get into, like, every confrontation that you see. Use the dodge button. I don't know. What the fuck is Pop-Tart wine? I talked about it. I thought you were here. I bought Pop-Tarts. They were rotten on the inside. The filling had fermented. I was pissed about it. Not actual wine. It got yeasty. It smelled like beer because the filling had fermented. What would I say is my best? Oh, that dad. Oh, when you sit down in a comfy chair, you should have eaten them. No, I have a penicillin allergy, and I got to be careful with any kind of bread product. All beasts born after 1990 only know how to eat hot cookie, consume Feastival, and dive. Hey, and dropkick. You gotta dropkick. Well, when it works. Gotta double tap it. No, I don't want to beast out. Fine. Game just says time to beast. Time to beast. Speaking of cookie, I found the picture of that shit-ass cookies you made a while. Oh, the cookie loaf that I made with the banana extract? Yeah. Gotta be a constant reminder of the misery I put in this earth. This is why I don't bake. Although I should try to bake with the proper ingredients. But that's why I don't bake on account of the cookie loaf. I mean, I'm not gonna try again, but... haunted by the cookie loaf. It's learning. I learned you don't use banana extract in place of vanilla extract. It's a good learning experience, but like, gotta make sure I don't try that again. How bad can the cookie loaf look? I don't know. Did Rock send me a picture or post it in the Discord? Oh, god damn it. Not the fucking... Women like winners, Brendaniel. No. Thought this was pretty tough. Holy shit, that is pretty tough. What is... I really fucking hate that. True! What's wrong? That's how you always look. I don't look like that. I do not look like that. I do not look like that. That is not how I look. You have added orbs to my eyes. I do not look like that. Same pic twice, man. Brendan, I think you look like that. I do not have, like, the... Oh, God. What does that look like to me? It looks like the big burger boy outside of the fucking burger restaurant in the 50s. I don't look like a 50s burger boy. Brendan needs huge anime eyes. No, I freaking don't. That shit's scary. You took the soul out of me. I see why old people were afraid of photographs. On account of the fact they capture your soul. I feel as if you've captured a bit of my soul in that one. But like... You've captured my essence without the soul somehow. Looks like the vampires from Sinners with that little eye shine.
Haven't figured that out yet.
Oh, me outside doing the funny little Irish jig. Can't stop me. I gotta do it. Vampire Dad told me to. You can say that fish AI. Fish AI. Brendan, oh my god, I just saw that Brendan looks like he's gonna ask for a double serving of coleslaw. I'm not gonna believe that people like that exist. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna believe that there are coleslaw people who want even more coleslaw than what they get. I'm not gonna believe they exist. I'm not doing that. I will not pretend to live in a world. There are people that do that. I'm just gonna pretend to live in a world where people don't do that. He sounds like Watto from Star Wars. God, what was George thinking when he made Watto? I want a little freak. I think that's a lot of George Lucas's decisions with Star Wars, really, was I want a little freak. What kind of freak, George? This shape. And then he drew it on like a notepad and handed it to creative like I want a new little freak. This is the kind of little freak you're gonna give me. I want him built like this. Cookie loaf doesn't even look that bad. Oh, did Rock post a picture of it? Okay, so the problem with the cookie loaf is I used the wrong baking powder or soda, and then I used banana extract, and that was the first time I tried baking anything. It was not good. They tasted like rot. Not rot, they tasted like bitterant. It was just not a good, Did you eat them? I ate one, and then I was like, this tastes bad. I was like, this is bad. My bitter banana cookies. You hit the original Gen Z stare here. I think I heard somebody contextualizing the Gen Z stare again, where the context they gave for it was, it's the not having outside socialization enough and treating everything like a Discord or Zoom call. So while somebody's talking, you're just standing there and just listening to them talk and then responding instead of going like, yeah, like active listening. It's just like, and I don't even think that's a Gen Z stare thing. I think that's just active listening versus listening. Where somebody's listening to you talk and they just are like, whereas if somebody is talking to me, I'm just had to train myself to do the little head movements. I just kind of bob along. People got rhythm when they're talking. When people are talking, they got rhythm, so just bob along with the rhythm. Like, oh yeah, no, I get you. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, pepper in a bunch of yeah, yeah. Damn, if I had jump boots. If I could bing wahoo like Mario, this would be done so fast. Brendan will heal America. Oh, talking about like active listening. A lot of people appreciate just here's the, I don't know. If you get really good at like actively listening to somebody, you don't even have to listen, which becomes a bit of a problem. As long as you're just nodding and going, yeah, and listening to the energy of the conversation, yeah, you got like 90% of it. You don't have to actually be listening to what they're saying, especially if they're just saying some crazy shit. You just got to be like, yeah. Oh, and the last word they said, oh, damn. Skee ball accident, huh? Wild. It is crazy, but a lot of it is, skee ball accident, huh? That's wild. But that's rude? Yeah, you don't use it for people you like. I'm not saying to do that to like your mom or your significant other or anything. I'm telling you to do that for people you like talking to. There's only so many times you can hear your mother tell you about her neighbor over the phone. That's the exact kind of energy of it, yeah. Active listening feels really disingenuous? No, because you're missing the point. You actually have to still listen unless they suck. You're forgetting the active listening part of active listening, or the listening part of active listening. Not saying you have to pretend to listen when you're active listening, just saying that it makes it easier to pretend that you're listening. The problem is you cannot retain all information. You have a limited space in your brain. Sometimes people just want to vent and they just want to feel like you're acknowledging them. And when it comes to like venting, it's not really your job to contain all that information. It's your job to get the important salient points and then internalize it as you can. Go on, Brendan. Exactly. Rock has mastered it. Well, Rock talks on the phone, so like, feels rude to constantly go to people? No. That's what people do. You gotta go It's not rude. That's more polite. And that's not rude either. That's more polite to acknowledge that you are listening. Absolutely I'm terrible at it. With my wife exclusively. Hit it with a no, yeah. I'm only good at active listening if I put the retail mask on. I have a hard time just listening. Why do you think I take the funny medicine? I love beasting out in the office. Hey guys, great job today, pal. Your coworker when he starts HGH. I think we really gotta. Oh, where's the files at? Anybody see those files? I gotta copy some files. People also should know how to stop yapping, yet they don't. So like, you gotta survive. Especially working retail, you gotta master like the fake active listening. You work any amount of retail and you immediately figure that shit out fast or you fall to the ground on bended fucking knee. Would you rather somebody tell you to stop talking or active listening you? No. Fuck that. If I'm talking about something to somebody and they're not interested in it at all, at least if they pretend that they're interested, then I feel better. Because I'm a human being. I don't need them to internalize everything. They just need the important salient points. Sometimes when I'm bitching, I just want to hear the sound of my own voice. What do you think of a streamer? Sometimes I just want to bitch. I don't even want somebody to listen. I just want to put it out in the world. And active listening doesn't mean you aren't listening, yeah. Active listening is being more active while you listen. But if you master active listening, you can master active not listening. And active not listening is only really useful in like retail or social situations you don't want to internalize. My socialization skill set becomes more powerful as others lose touch with theirs. I need more people to be more socially awkward. It was me at the smoke shop the other day. I was just talking to the dudes. And they were hitting me with the Gen Z stare. One of them was like nodding and doing the active listening thing, and I was like, he doesn't give a shit. But the other dude was just standing there going,
Got it.
yeah, active, not hearing a word of that shit. But then again, the other dude who like cocked his head was also like, do you ever watch fights on Facebook? And I was like, yeah, man, that's great. I gotta get out of here. Actually, Brendan's an alien. They're trying to pretend he's a normal person while talking. I don't know, man. Hit me with just yapping about some boring shit, and then one of the guys is just like, you ever watch fights on Facebook? And me going, yeah, man. That sounds great. No, I watch a lot of wrestling, man. I don't really get into the fights on Facebook. They get really brutal. You should watch this one where like a lady beats up another lady with a purse, and I'm just sitting there like, got it, man. That's great, man. I was like, yeah, man. Really good to have interactions like that, though, especially as I've been out of retail, because it does remind me where people are. Use Facebook and aren't in your 60s? I don't know, man. Vape shop employee, they were probably about, like, early 20s in somewhere. Normal people use Facebook a lot. I'm sorry. Normal people mostly go on Facebook to watch dumb fucking shit, and then also to swap things on the marketplace. Because Facebook's kind of the new Craigslist. You're here on Twitch, you've surpassed normal. You're better than normal. You're me hyping up my viewers like, you're better. You're better than the proles. You're better than the peons. You're better than them. You're built different. You're built better. They stacked you up right. In the person factory, they built you right. You're better than them. Carry a smug aura of superiority, for you are better than them. You are super normal. Time for you to walk around with a decanter of wine and like a snifter, like... He doesn't know he's still playing Lair and this is a hallucination. I hope I'm not having 17 days of hallucinations. That'd be horrible. Worst advent calendar I ever fucking bought for Christmas. Every single slot has MDMA, PCP, and LSD in it. And I keep taking them and I keep hallucinating. And it's a new... What the fuck was that? I closed the game. I didn't open it up in public. So I wasn't playing with anybody. That was weird. Did somebody hot join you? I feel like they did. That was fucking weird. I just heard a huh? And I was like, what? What in the fucking goddamn? Welcome back, Black Ops 3. Could be a nice moment for a Discord check. Has there been... Oh, no. How did it evolve? Oh, how fucking quick that was. Oh, no. The second I heard a crusty mic, I was like, I'm out. Absolutely not. Terrifying. Oh... Why do I look like a Rankin Bass figurine? Horrifying. They're getting scarier. All right, I'll come back. I'll restart the game and I'll see if it was set to... Maybe it was set to open. I'm pretty sure I had it set to private, but, you know, the nightmare. I went to the game setting. I didn't realize there is a single player setting. Like, if you go into options and you go into online, I didn't know that it was I had it set to private, and I didn't send out a distress call or anything. Weird, dude. So I'm just gonna put it on Signal Player. So if somebody fucking hot joined somehow, or somebody hot joined off my friends list, or maybe Steam friends can join on private, maybe, but also might be Nightmare. I'm just gonna set it to Single Player. Oh, maybe it does one for narrative purposes. Well, it had call for help on as sometimes, and I went, I don't want that on. And then I saw a Single Player option, and I went, thank you, offline mode. And be like, don't connect me to internet, please. Want to go into the pumpy, but it did get really confused. I was talking about the hallucinogenic advent calendar and then immediately hit with the huh? Like, what? I heard somebody rustling around with a bag of chips or something, and I was like, the fuck did I do? I was like, I thought I turned online off. That's why I thought it was a bit. Thought you playing there with the chatter. That was not a bit, no. Imagine being that dude, though. Dude, imagine being that dude with, like, hearing the incredibly good microphone talking about advent calendars that make you hallucinate the second you join. Then he's like, what? Could you imagine playing this video game and then you hear somebody just yapping away in their microphone about Labubu BBLs and hung boo-boos and jump drink? Imagine being that dude, though. That dude's gonna be confused for the rest of his life. Probably saw, like, a random lobby to join and was like, oh, I'll join this lobby. They're alone. And then immediately just hearing about the nightmare and like, oh, no. Poor guy. This low quality. What's up, bro? Yeah. Whatever psychic damage a random joiner could have dealt, Brendan could do much worse. Well, they could just start saying shit like a Call of Duty lobby, and then I'd be fucking like Alt F4, and never play the game again. I'd be scared as hell hearing that out of nowhere. Well, that's the Joker's bit. The Jonkler's trick. Yeah, the Mafia 3 shitting guy joining for yet another exploration into taking a fat one. Yeah, I don't know. Whenever that happens to me, I'm immediately like, this is an Alt F4 moment. But then again, after I had to reset my entire computer after Black Ops 3, not knowing the Black Ops 3 campaign, hackers could just join it and then immediately, like, root access your shit. Sad that that ended the Call of Duty campaign playthroughs, though. I never got to finish Train Go Boom. If I ever want to play it, I have to get Call of Duty on, like, a console without attaching it to the internet. That's fucked. Yeah, I had to do a full computer wipe. It was awesome. I don't care why they bother with the campaign anymore. I don't know, man. You need some dad slop. Sometimes the set pieces are weird and neat.
Well, since you
I love AAA gaming requires full unrestricted access to my PC for anti-cheat. Oh, yeah. Where anti-cheat now, you gotta, like, activate the shit that Windows 11 needs, where it's like, we need to have full access to your computer for you to play video game now. And it'd be like, well, you don't, but you want it. Because you want more data harvesting, I understand. No, it's for your protection and the IP... No, just say it, man. We're in the modern era now. You can just fucking say it. Just say you want my data. If you're at least straight up about it, I kind of get it. You don't gotta lie anymore about it. You just say, I want your data. I'm hungry for the data. Oh, we need the TPM 2.0. We need more of your data. And be like, if you're hungry for the data, then take the data. You're hungry. Just say it. And it's, oh, I'm starving. At the time, the chatter mentioned there was a patch for it. Oh, for Black Ops 3. Yeah, I just didn't know that the campaign was affected. Like, I knew there was a problem with multiplayer and zombies, and you had to patch it. But now I know better. Never go raw in ever again, and I'm just not fucking with it. We want your data so we can feed it to the abyss, so it can create the simulacrum. I mean, it's not gonna complete the simulacrum. That's the thing about, like, the singularity or the simulacrum with, like, data and AI. LLM AI is not going to create the simulacrum. It's too stupid. It doesn't have any actual intelligence. It's predictive text. Not gonna have an AI god because it's not AI. It's predictive text. It's just... It's predictive text, but wacky. Like, it's... You're already hearing stories of people replacing their employees with it and then putting their fingers together and saying, Soz, Mabs, can we have you come back? We need you to come back. Will you be interested maybe come back to work? Because the AI deleted our entire database because somebody said, I'm hungry, yum, 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 100 times in the company line. And now all the AI is saying, it's just saying, I'm hungry, yum, 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 yum. So if you want to come back, that'd be awesome. Because, like, I'm really sick and tired of it deleting our database because somebody keeps typing, I'm hungry, yum, yum, yum. That's why you gotta just be like, oh, you want me back? Pay me more. So to be fair, it'd be like the where you go job. Brendan, why is everybody so stupid? Why everybody but me stupid? Well, you know, George Carlin said that everybody, you gotta remember how dumb the average person is and then think that 50% of people are dumber than the average person. There are a lot of reasons for it, really. Like, it really depends on what you're constituting as stupid. I think technically, literally everybody is stupid in some way. There are things I'm dumb about, I'm stupid about, but like, regarding the lack of general intelligence, I want to say like demonization of intelligence in general, equating intelligence to sounding intelligent, equating wealth to intelligence is another big problem. Where it's like, he's wealthy, he must be smart on account of all the money. It'd be like he was born into wealth. Somebody down the line was smart, but like, nah. Or that's the only thing he's smart about is wealth accrual. Like, I mean, it really depends. There's a lot of reasons why everybody's so stupid. Because some people are comfortable without evolving, growing, and learning. And it is a wild thought to think of, but there are a lot of people who are comfortable without, like, bettering themselves. They just are comfortable. They don't want to learn. They don't have to learn. I feel like I'm doomed to wrangle idiots forever. Welcome to the human condition. There will be idiots. There will be idiot wranglers. This is the way. This is being human. You unlocked your third chakra, realizing that everybody got no chakra around you, and be like, oh, fuck. I don't know. I can talk a big game, but I'm about as dumb sometimes, too. Like, I think on some effort, we are all dumb. I think that even dumber leads you down the I am better than everybody else because I am quote-unquote intelligence. So be wary. It could lead you down the me I'm so smart pit. Be humble. I think I know a lot more than a fucking plumber, but I don't know shit enough about a goddamn fucking toilet. I'd trust the plumber to do it. I'm not going to trust the plumber to, like, you know, wax philosophically about my life or tell me what I should do in my life path. His plumber paw is strong, but, like, I don't want the plumber trying to fix my heating. I forgot what that psychological effect is. Dunning-Kruger, is that the one? This is intolerable. I'm sorry. People are going to be dumb, and you got to stay humble. All that matters is that the plumber knows how to plums. Beyond that, well, I wish there was more. All the plumber need to know is how to plumb. Be dumb, be humble. Accept that you're stupid too, unfortunately. Just because you know things don't make you inherently better than somebody else. But also understand that you know, there you can let a piece of your mind have the I am better than most people. You need an ego. Can't have ego death without an ego. Can't have id without an id. Can't shid without an id. What do they want me to fucking do? Find the valve wrench? Am I stupid? See, this is I'm not better than other people. Except for all that times I was better than other people. Plus, like, people with a superiority complex, they either become doctors or Asmongold tier 3 subs. So, like, what do you really want? Which way do you flow? Which flush do you flow? It's too late. I've already depicted you as the soulless, shiny-eyed man, and his eye is the whimsical German boy with beautiful, light-filled eyes. Fuck. I choose the ocean? Absolutely. I choose to slop it up with all the other piggies and maybe put a word or two out there in the into the womb of the world, hoping that maybe it unlocks somebody's third dawn and their chakra is just a little bit better because of me. So you can choose the ocean, but you're going to be eating bugs and fish all day. I don't want to diet of bugs and fish. My name is Andrew Snandrew. I fucking hate that this is a video game with melee weapons. And I can't pick up the clearly normal sledgehammer. It's so weird. What a weird non-pick-em-upable. My name is Snandrew Yandrew. Welcome to Snackum City. Welcome to Beef Park. Oh, I like that it's a square. Satisfying. Me watching TikTok videos of dudes use wrenches be like yeah, this is the type of shit I want to see. I want to see dudes working with hardware, working with tools, yeah. No, see, that's a false hammer made of funny styrofoam. We kept that in there for one of our employees. We tell him he can sledge it out outside. It's the boss's son. We have to give him something to do. Plus, like, yeah, going out into the sea and escaping into the ocean isn't going to keep you away from stupid people. You ever see 50 First Dates? Adam Sandler was literally out to sea. You can run into Adam Sandler all the time. Brenda and I have done something evil. Oh, Beals is back there. Hi, Beals.
See if that worked.
You can see the baby. You can see her tail. Can't see the entirety of the baby because she's baby. Yes.
You did it.
Baby.
What do you know?
Yes. Hi.
You look. Meet me on the first.
Can't even see her eyes. Hi. Love you. She's googling up there. Well, not fully. She's googling a little bit. She give me the wide eyes a little bit. Posted in stream chat. What do you mean you've done something evil? Son of a bitch. God, I gotta what the fuck has been happening? Not the burger boy. Lonesome coleslaw eater. I'm Mr. Brendaniel. I'm Mr. Ice. No, little German boy. Don't play that video game. Oh my God, this has on my... Oh, do the roar. Fuck you. Oh, you've added green fester to it. I saw it Nurcon typed. To be fair, you have to have a very high IQ to understand Brendaniel. The humor is extremely subtle and without a grasp of theoretical literature. Most of the jokes will go over a typical viewer's head. There's also Brendan's nihilistic outlook, which is definitely woven into his characterization. His personal philosophy draws heavily from Narodnaya Volya literature, for instance. The fans understand this stuff. They have the intellectual capacity to truly appreciate the depth of these jokes, to realize that they're not just funny. They say something deep about life. As a consequence, people who disliked Rick and Morty truly are idiots. You fucked up. You missed Rick and Morty. You missed Rick and Morty. I know that copy pasta. I read it on the channel, and you missed Rick and Morty. truly dislike Brendaniel truly are idiots. Of course, they would appreciate, for instance, the humor in Brendan's existential catchphrase, "Oh, I need a big pizza," which itself is a cryptic reference to Brendan Fraser's epic The Whale. I'm smirking right now just imagining one of those addle-padded simpletons scratching their head and confused as Brendan's genius wit unfolds itself on their television screens. What fools, how I pity them. And yes, by the way, I do have a Brendaniel tattoo, and no, you cannot see it. It's for the ladies' eyes only, and even then they have to demonstrate that they're within 5 IQ points of my own, preferably lower, beforehand. Nothing personnel, kid. How I would edit this? I would edit Narodnaya Volya literature into Cormac McCarthy's Blood Meridian, and I would fix the Rick and Morty into Brendan, and I'd add maybe a Brendan or two. I would delete it. I would delete it. Yeah. I drink cola, play haze, yippee! Hey guys, you guys want to come down here, or can you guys not come down here? You guys are stuck up there. Cool. You want to just give me a second here? Hi, Bials. Hi, baby. Bye, baby. You guys just want to chill there for a second. I'm going to burn you. Don't take it personally, though. They say he never cold. They say he never slaws. They say he never Copenhagen. They say he never dips. Bush Meridian. I'm really fucked up. Crazy and evil. Am I going to beast out? It'd be a good time to beast out. This guy fucked us, so.
Move it! I wouldn't push me if I were you.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
You don't want to piss me
Fuck off, dude. Come on. Not that you don't want to piss me off. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Is that a pizza you have there? I'm hungry. You can't have any. You wouldn't like me if I'm hungry.
You're gonna see a really ugly side of me.
You guys are gonna feel it deep within, because it's just beneath the skin. I must confess that, yeah, I feel like a monster. I can't escape this hell. So many times I've tried, but I'm still caged inside. Somebody give me through this nightmare. I can't control myself. So what if you can see the dark inside of me? No one will ever be the animal I have become.
I told you not to piss me off.
Shouldn't have made me angry. On account of the fact that I killed you. I told him. I gave him the Kyle Crane warning. I said, don't make me angry. I'll freak out and I'll cut you in half. Better not piss me off, bub. Real bub moment there. Give me that rifle. Fuck you. Give me that funny axe. Fuck you. Give me your backpack. Give me your fanny packs. Your clothes, your boots, your fanny packs. Oh, I should have mentioned, I watched Terminator 2 for the first time the other night. I mostly watched it. James was watching it, and I watched it in the passing interest in it. It's pretty good. I can't think of the Terminator or the T-1000 as anything other than John Doggett from X-Files, though, so. Did you like the Cybergoop? You know, I understand when James Cameron cooks, he cooks, but also, it's not going to make me watch Avatar. I'm not watching Avatar. It's not happening. Can't make me watch Avatar for any fucking reason on this earth, but good to know there's 2 good Terminator movies. Give me your clothes, your boots, your clothes, your glasses, your boots, your underwear. Give me your boots, your boots, your boots. You shouldn't watch Avatar. I don't know, if I watch Avatar, will I go through like a changing process? Will I be different when I come out of the Avatar pit? Will I be like Jake Sully, trying to drive at night? This feels like a lot of the dark driving, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm in the fucking like horrifying Central Park area. I feel like the world is gonna start splitting apart and I'm gonna see Edward Carnby, sovereign citizen. Oh good, the cable guy, nice, get her done. What are they gonna do against like 14 tons of steel and ass? What are they gonna do? Brendan looked just like Tom Cruise. Bobby were there too. Get up on the car. Jump fucking higher. Damn it, fucking Sonic. Do your worm. No, don't stop the beef. No, fuck off. Yeah, grow up. Sun's here. Sun's up, buns out, fuckers. You when I live, bitch. Damn, Osho's like 1 step faster, but Kyle Crane in this one, I'll bloat it up on HGH. I got him all bloated and goated up. He been taking any fucking supplements. He been taking any zombie freak supplements. New pants. Oh, minus stamina cost. What do you mean fucking 3%, dude? What does that fucking mean? Sure. Jeans. Reinforced jeans. What does 3 fucking percent mean? God, this is the same problem I had in Dying Light 2. Is the...
What's up?
What does that mean? What the fuck you talk? 3% stamina reduction for melee weapons. What is that? A fucking pittance. It's nothing. That don't mean shit. You want to get the purple pants. The purple plants give me -3 stamina reduction and... Why is it always single-digit reductions? Well, why is it always, like, not even 5? A fucking tiddlywink. That's not even an extra hit. That's nothing. What if they do nothing? I would assume it does fuck all and nothing. Bruiser gloves. Oh, epic. What does that do? Oh, dude. Damage resistance and weapon and power attack. Whoa. What does that do? And I wear one on one hand? Go to the store. They have 3% off chicken. Wear one glove for a 3% reduction in dog shit. I don't get it. Dying Light 2 had this issue too, where it's like the weird, incredibly tiny, incremental nothing. It's the power glove, Brendan. It's just like the real glove. It's just like, why even put fucking armor in the beast anyway? Like, why, when it's like a 3% or a 2% or a -0.51%, that's nothing. That is like a level 1 Diablo 3 ring. Like, get a ring at level 1 that gives you plus 1.5% crit chance. But at least you know in Diablo there's wacky crazy stuff later. Ain't got the wacky crazy stuff in here. Didn't feel like that made a lick of difference. New boot goofing. Brendan, imagine if there was a divergence in character builds. Well, see, that's the fucking... I'd be fine with that. Loot makes sense like that. Loot rarity makes sense when there's character builds and, like, you're able to build for those characters so that you can, like, get the right items for epic loot, because that's the fucking point. If you could build Kyle Crane in a specific way, I understand why you do armor with different incremental upgrades. But, like, I don't know why the armor is such a small bonus to the point where it don't fucking matter. Because if you have loot that don't even fucking matter, then why even have the loot in the first place? This is the same fucking shit that I bitched about with Dying Light 2, though, because Dying Light 2 did the same fucking thing with armor. And I got through enough of that game to know that it's just all incremental. The most I ever saw in, like, a piece of gear was 7%. And once again, at that point, why even do it? Why even invest in the loot? Like, just invest in cosmetics then. Make me put Kyle Crane in the crazy hat. At least if he was in the crazy hat, I'd be like, I'm wearing a crazy hat. It's like that shit in, what is it, Assassin's Creed Odyssey does that too, don't it? With like oh, you thought a sword, a blue sword with plus 1.5% swing speed. It's like, that's great. Thanks, man. When do I jump into the pile of hay?
Approaching that substation.
You got a pair of new boot goofing. You're able to jump into the hay 5% stronger when you come out of the hay for 5 seconds.
It's like you have peak looter games to pull from. You really, really do. Constantly. You have, I loathe to say it, but Debony, Bongerlands, Diablo, Path of Exile even, if you like the way that Path of Exile do it. You have a lot of ways to do loot for new loot goofing, and nobody wants to fucking take the shot. Baldur's Gate 3 doesn't count. That's not a looter game. Baldur's Gate 3 is crazy because it ain't a looter game. Them's are just items. That shit different. No, I guess that shit the same and different, so you're right. It count. Maybe just don't put the token RPG numbers in there at all. Why bother? Well, if you're going to put the token RPG numbers in there, then, I don't know, maybe make it a bit more of a focus than like an afterthought. Because I don't mind playing the zombie game with the RPG stuff, because Dead Island was similar. And Dead Island is the kind of the beginner of all of this, especially with Techland creating the first Dead Island. Where, yeah, they did RPG stuff. They did, like, loot, and then your weapons fucking broke. They did legendaries and shit. I don't mind it on the weapons, because they're gonna break and I'll get, like, a neat one. But, like, actively engage in the system, then. If you want the system, engage in the system. Not an afterthought. It's make the number matter or don't make the number at all. Because why even have the number if it's such a small incremental piece where it's just like, well, the number don't matter. And it's like, well, yeah, that's the problem. If you have number... I either want the number to matter or the number not matter at all. Well, it's just like the legendary loot. I mean, I talk about this with Redfall a lot because I played enough of Redfall. No, what was I saying? Redfall. Redfall has loot, and one of the biggest problems with Redfall is you have cool-looking guns like a meat gun or a gun of the sea, and they're really interesting gun models, and they're a lot of fun to look at, but then they don't do anything other than 30% more weapon damage because it's an orange. 10% faster reload speed. And I'm like, what a fucking weird miss. on the very like basic level of just video game loot, I just see so many ways where you just steal, just take the comparison, just take the Borderlands, look at Borderlands, look at Destiny. Destiny went like Borderlands but MMO, and they did it. Take the Boing Loing Man, like it's the loot didn't matter, and then in turn nothing you did freaking mattered. The meta game design and mechanics that are popular just because they are. Well, that's kind of what happens, yeah. But without, like, any thought put into it. Well, it's like Ubisoft doing that with all of the Assassin's Creed, where they're like, more RPG. More RPG mechanics, more RPG. You like that in, what is it, Odyssey? At least you can get the stupid fucking, like, microtransactional stuff. Just by playing the game, it can drop as loot. Instead of having to buy it, you can get a unicorn hat, find it. Whoa. As much as I enjoy the Odyssey, it is not an Assassin's Creed game. It is 100% not. It's got some cool bits in it, like fighting the Minotaur. But like that shit is not an Assassin's Creed game. That is a 120 hour hellfest.
That's what I do.
But at least it's like the best of the modern Assassin's Creed hellfests.
I'll see
What?
what I can do. Okay?
He locked himself in his, oh my god, truck
Return for your help.
truck flipped himself inside of his crate, so now he's stuck in it. Oh, he got under the fucking, he got fully stuck. Good deal. Hate loot numbers. I don't mind loot numbers if, and this is more personal, I don't mind loot numbers if the guns are interesting or the weapons are interesting, or if there's like build diversity and variety. I did hear him start to panic. He was freaking out. He locked himself in the baby cage. He was in the torture nexus, yeah. Okay, but you can have that. Exactly. But I want it to be good. And that mean that I can have that. You don't have to engage in video game to do that. Without you, okay, but you can have that without your gun becoming arbitrarily useless because number go down. I don't mind that. I just get the next one. Your gun number become too small. Get new gun. No, I'm fine with that. That's part of the core dopamine loop. My toy don't work anymore. Get a new toy. That's part of the hook. It's the never-ending scale. Ever watch Gurren Lagann? That shit's like that. Is who the hell do you think you are? I am. Believe in the power of the drill. Don't mind that if the core loop is satisfying enough and I'm getting enough of the oh shit, new gun, or oh shit, gun I had, but strong enough for right now. Having to use a different gun means I'm not sticking to my favorite the entire time. Yeah, I like doing that though. It's like a Bungerlands. That's why I like Bungerlands. I don't gotta stick to the fucking one gun that I got in Bungerlands. I get a billion different gun in Bungerlands, then Randy does a funny little magic trick, and then I explode into a million pieces. To be honest, I give the player a gun or sword and have them find new parts to make them better or have wacky abilities. Rebuttal. Control. They had that. You didn't need to. Didn't need to. You can go through the whole game without doing any of the extra stuff. You probably should go through most of the game without doing much of the extra stuff, aside from the actual side missions. Control is one of the weirdest examples of why the fuck did they put Radiant Quest in the son of a bitch? What in the hell? What the fuck were they thinking? Control is goofy. Control was goated, but like the Radiant Quests were not. There's no reason for those Radiant Quests. They exist for no reason whatsoever. They are genuinely just there because Radiant Quests, and there's no reason for them, and I didn't want to do any of them because you get fucking crystals for your gun.
Since we're talking,
I love the fucking the grind mill. The grind mill of like ARPGs and looter shooters is brainless, formless, and gormless, but sometimes I need that just fucking slime just so I can like empty out my head of all important thoughts. Escape samsara. The game I bring up a bunch is my favorite for guns because it lets me put upgrades into a grid. Is that the Cyber one that I played the demo of and I was bored because I just didn't like the gameplay of it? Is that indie one that's like a roguelike and you go to the computer tower and you're fighting the AI? Is that the one? Because I'm pretty sure I played that for... Oh, Mycopunk. I thought you were talking about the Cyber one. I just am not interested in Mycopunk because it feels like more of a co-op game. And there's too many goddamn roguelikes. I want a real game with real levels and real direction. I want a roguelike with an infinite content grind where the number get infinitely larger. There's something icky about a sponsorship, especially with a game you don't enjoy. I mean, I'm for getting that bag. I don't mind when other people get that bag. I understand it. If you're not at the top echelons, ad revenue isn't paying for shit. Like, my thing is I don't mind taking it if I'm going to play the game anyway, but I never get ones where I get free codes sometimes, but I never get ones where it's like, I always get the fucking Liberty food barrel or the... You gotta eat your, do you want a sponsorship? We will pay you if you advertise our Liberty buckets. It's still one of the weirdest fucking ones I've ever gotten in my life. Oh no, the Raid Shadow Legends, $5,000 Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship. I should have taken the bag. That was dumb. 100% dumb. That was life-changing money for me. I should have taken it. Me and my scruples and my values. I should have taken the bag. For like 2 video ads, nobody would have cared. Nobody would have cared. And I mean, I've done sponsored stuff for PST. I haven't minded it. Like the new Blood on the Lens campaign one-shot for Perilous Storytelling was a sponsored one. I got paid for that. Same with the Gunslinger one-shot, Dead Man's Hand. It was sponsored by Mage Hand. And now I've done like 2 sponsored things for Mage Hand, and I like Mike from Mage Hand a lot. He's a very nice guy. So I've done sponsored stuff, but like not for streaming. I like Dark Matter. I like Blood on the Lens as a system. Motherfucker did send me an old book though, so I almost built the campaign on an old book. No, it was fun because Mike Magehand Press sat in on the last on the Perilous we did, and I had questions. He did not record his audio, and we would just stop, and I'd be like, all right, let me ask you about this part of the system. For the first one? No, for this one. The Blood on the Lens one. I understand if you take it, gotta pay for the bills. It's just you can tell when someone's not being honest when they play a game they do not enjoy. Well, yeah, that's why I try not to take sponsorships for streams for games that I'm not gonna like. Because I can't fake that shit. Even medicated, I can't fake that shit. I don't know how other people can even fake that shit to any amount. I can't fake that shit. But yeah, I got the, what was it? Yeah, for Blood on the Lens, it was a full sponsored one, and he sent me all the, I got the cards for the story beats, which is neat. And I got an old version of the print book. Old version, though. Two of the processes in here don't work. Because, oh yeah, fun thing about this next one-shot is I got my grandma to record audio logs for me, so I got an analog horror in it. I had a lot of fun with it. Maybe my best work yet. Once again, I keep pushing myself to do better on those. PSTs, I think it's a public one, but I don't know. It's in the wind sometimes. It's always your best work yet? Well, yeah, because I keep improving. Of course it's my best work yet, always, because I keep working on it. I love tennis. Oh, no, that's soccer. Soccer, football, football, soccer, soccer, football, football, soccer, soccer, football, football, baseball, baseball, baseball. But yeah, I got my grandma to record audio logs for me for it. Although I got her to record audio logs and then change the story a little bit, so the audio logs kind of fit. They fit, but like... hot dogs, baseball, baseball, football, 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 soccer, soccer, baseball. Whoa. Has the PST crew listened to the analogs yet? Yeah, we recorded it. I had them play, I built them into my mixers so that I could play them through my microphone as a little surprise. I only told Billy about it because I wanted Billy to know for audio purposes that it would work. But yeah, they 100% know. Beasting. Perfect time to go beast mode. What an awesome beast opportunity for me. Where'd the big guy go? There he is. What a big guy. Buddy, I'm beasting, I'm sorry. Angry Brendan is reserved for politics or Starfield. There's a couple of other ones out there. Or chairs. Don't forget about chairs. Fucking office chairs also get me heated. Pickles? Pickles don't get me heated. I just don't like them. And Mr. Pickles? That doesn't get me that heated. I just don't like it. Heated pickles? Oh, hot pickle. UE5 is one, yeah. Nobody likes Mr. Pickles? Wrong. Mr. Pickles Defender in this chat today, right now. Don't even. Do we need to do a fundraiser to vet you the steel case chair for tall people? I'll get one eventually. It's not like a fucking... this isn't like a priority where it's like, please give me money so I can buy a chair I sit in. That's not your responsibility. You're here to goof and chill. You give me money of my own accord because I'm the accordion monkey. Good, he doesn't remember that was me. No, I remember it was you. I just didn't want to call you out. You called yourself out with that, bud. I was gonna say, watch out for Crispy, fucking Mr. Pickles Defender. Watch it a lot. It's actually pretty decent. No, we're not Mr. Pickles defending here. We are only Pickle Rick defenders here. Funniest shit I've ever seen. What if we play you a plastic chair so you can review it? Play me a plastic chair. The world's smallest plastic chair, Lynn. I invest in you. You get money. I get sensible chuckles. Exactly, and I can afford my Adderall, so... You give me money. I give you chuckles. And empathy for torture nexus, and the dog shit philosophy takes that you would find in chicken noodle soup for the soul, then I get afford my medicine, respect your shareholders, I respect my shareholders. I respect my, need to start calling y'all my shareholders. I'm doing it for the shareholders, I'm doing it for the revenue sharers, I'm doing it for the shareholders. Everything I do it for the shareholders. You don't get currency. You get air come out of your nose every, I don't know, 30 minutes to an hour. You're like 4 good jokes. The numbers are in, Brendan. We need 5% more homoeroticism to meet the quota this month. Damn it, I gotta play Digimon some more then. You're right. Why am I getting mother's favorite son vibes from this segment? And open. Oh, because I'm on a freeway. Infinitely pissing off kids by saying 6 in the voice and then pretending that I'm building up to a 6, 5, 6, 4, 6, 3, 6, 2. That's just torture. 22. Nah. Oh, please. Number station. I can't believe we got a whole generation of people my age who are just like, what do the numbers mean, Mason, whenever a child says 6, 7. This is my wife when she came home from work and she was like, what does it mean, Brendan? She fucking hit me with the Alex Mason, what do the numbers mean, Brendan? What does it mean? Brendaniel, Six Flags meetup win? Only if we get that old guy. Only if we get that guy who, well, he wasn't old, but shotgun. Well, he wasn't an old guy. He was somebody in makeup, but like, and the fucking dancing to the Venga bus. Normal face posting. True. I saw the one down below though.
Well, whoever did that one is on my list now. I don't really care about that one. I don't like the beady eyes.
Bald. What the fucking, not the analog horror again. I have no mouth and I must be in a VHS tape. They fucking skinamerinked me. They took the door to darkness away. That's what I call my mouth. The Brendan registry. That's how I made the face archive in the Discord. And honestly, like, probably a good idea because it gives you something fucking wacky to do, but like also a terrible idea because the amount of edits that have happened over the last like 6 months since I opened up the face archive, 6 months to a year since I opened the face archive have been, I'm glad Brandalog Horrors just happened out of nowhere, not even built from a bit on stream. Nameless just likes to Brandalog Horror me, especially after I went and Brandalog Horror myself with the fucking Mr. Handsome. A BRB releasing Balloon Brand from containment. Oh my god, and Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh my god, Five Nights at Freddy Fazbear, oh hello, oh hello, Freddy Fazbear, horror. Balloon Bren stickers win? I'm not making Balloon Bren stickers, no. Do I have a merch store? Yeah, I got a couple of things on there. Nothing crazy, some terrible shirts. I got like 1 or 2 good shirts on there, but yeah. You making your turkey again? Fuck yeah, I'm excited. I love when my wife makes the turkey. She does this orange brine, and it fucks hard. I fucking love that brine. That's a tight brine. It's a real good brine. No, it's not boiled. It's cooked in a brine, buddy. Thanksgiving was last week, Brendan.
Who the fuck said that?
What? That it's boiled turkey?
Who said boiled turkey?
That's Doc. Doc said boiled turkey.
Oh no, we're gonna start a fight.
Yeah, you're gonna fucking... Doc, I'm sorry.
How dare you accuse me of boiled turkey?
Doc, you gotta be careful, bud, because, like, you can't start my wife on her shit. She's going to get you.
I would never.
She would fucking never boil the turkey. Don't even get her started on it.
I'm gonna find where you live.
New York City. Or at least New York State, yeah.
I'm gonna need a specific address and we're gonna have words.
I know where they are. I'm sending them to you.
Thank you.
Yeah, my wife's coming for you, sorry. You gotta be careful, buddy. You got ops around. We're gonna go on vacation. We got ops on you. Okay, Brendaniel, you're no match for my unlimited RAM. It's a good turkey. No, it's brine. It sits in a brine for a while and then it's cooked normal style. It fucking congeals in the brine.
When you have a frozen turkey, it tends to lose moisture. So if you want to have moist turkey, you have to put it in a brine for 24 hours before you're gonna cook it.
You gotta brine the turkey. Turkey need the brine. Marinate that bitch. Exactly. It marinates in the brine.
Listen, every year when I cut into that turkey, it is juicy as fuck.
It's juicy as fuck. It's a juicy fucking twinkie. It's a good fucking twinkie. Dry or wet brine? Wet brine is wet. You want the turkey wet. You want that shit moist. You want that turkey wet. What are you fucking dry brine? What the fuck? Who wants your brine recipe? Oh, what spices? Oh yeah, you can tell them your brine recipe. I give the wife.
Okay. You gotta boil enough water so that once you put your turkey in it, it will fully cover it. So however much water that is. Hella salt. Lots of brown sugar. Peels from 3 oranges, 2 lemons, bay leaves, and peppercorns. And you have to let that all come back down to room temperature before you put the turkey in it and then put that in the fridge. And then you use the insides of the oranges and the lemons to stuff the turkey the next day, and that also helps keep it moist. And then it gets a pineapple and brown sugar glaze. That's my turkey.
That's wife turkey. It's a very good turkey. I eat it every year, and every year I go, yeah, yeah. And then my uncle's like, I hate turkey. Where's the ham? And then we have to make him him and my grandma a ham, and Garrett. Basically all of them were like, we don't want turkey, we want ham. And I'd be like, I want turkey, none of this ham shit. Your mom also hates turkey, so you gotta make a ham, and it's always a complimentary ham, and they always rip that ham apart, and we have a bunch of turkey, and I'm happy about it, on account of the fact that we get a ton of turkey because of it, but like, god damn, do I want the turkey. Oh, and bay leaves, but don't forget the bay leaves. She do put the bay leaves in that bitch. You can't swim. They can swim? Oh my god, fuck. Climb up, what are you doing? Kyle Crane, stop, fucking climb. I'm dead. That's death, baby. Nighttime zombie. Scaries. I'm dead. Who taught him how to fucking swim? They got their floaties on. This bullshit. Out of everything, they should know how to fucking swim.